Jai Hind everyone.
Jai Hind.
So today we are here to conduct a group discussion, which is one of the tasks conducted on the first day of GTO and third day of your SSB interview, right?
Yes.
So basically there are some key points that you need to keep in mind while you are conducting your group discussion. The very first thing is that you have to be polite while you are speaking. Second is your body position. You have to sit straight and your hand should be on your lap. It should be on your knee, very settled, right? The third thing is do not try to dominate the other person. Then when you are trying to speak the topic, even in any case you feel that the front person, you are not agreeing to that, do not use statements, I do not agree to your statement. Simply say, in your opinion, you might be correct, but in my opinion, it is so and so, right? You cannot contradict someone's opinion straight away. Try to show leadership qualities while you are speaking. See, group discussion is a task which is basically assessed to check how you can perform under pressure, to evaluate that thing, right? So only speaking is not important. Understanding as well as listening, both are the key skills of your group discussion that you have to keep in mind, right? So today's topic is, how can India become a superpower? First is manufacturing sector, second is service sector, and the third is your agriculture sector. When you are given these three leads, try to pick one lead only, but in any case you find that any lead is undiscussed, then you can pick up that lead to discuss. Do not switch the lead. You have to hold your own lead, but you can just discuss that particular lead. Topic is clear?
Yes.
Should I speak it again?
Okay, gentlemen. As we know that our topic is how can India become a superpower. According to my opinion, manufacturing plays a very important role in becoming India as a superpower. As we know that our weapons which
yes, I agree with the point of change number 1. Actually, I also think that by focusing on manufacturing sector, India is going to become a superpower because the most of the population of our country is dependent on agriculture, and the productivity of agriculture is not that much in our GDP.
Yes,
so I
to become as a superpower, we have to rely on the manufacturing sector because we see that in the present world, the America and China is the superpower, and America
as we know that our India has very transported many Russia, USA, and
example of the major economy, the service sector plays an important role. India.
Okay, and we have the point of change number 1 and 9. If you talk about the current situation, then we can see that India is a country which is dependent majorly on agriculture, and most of the people are employed in agriculture sector, but it is not that much productive. So I think we should focus on the
But agriculture does not provide employment throughout the year. Agriculture provides deadlines unemployment, and agriculture also provides seasonal unemployment.
Yes, I am agree with change number 57. As we all know that agriculture is a sector where it discuss employment and seasonal employment, which means that there are not that much persons are required which are working there.
Yes,
so to involve that persons who are working there, we should focus on manufacturing sector, which also provide their employment.
Developing India and becoming a superpower in the world. In present time, India is the fourth largest economy in the world by its manufacturing sector. Because manufacturing sector enhance our defense sectors, health sector, education sector, to finance these all sectors.
India government
the 5th largest air force and the 7th largest navy.
Yes, I want to elaborate the point of change number 57. If we talk about the government scheme that we all are aware of the Skill India, Startup India, One Station, My Product. So these schemes are going to make people aware, and these schemes will also encourage the local people who are working there.
Population is unemployed, and without employing them, we cannot make India superpower. If you take an example of major economies, their service sector employment is very much high as compared to India. India has 50% of service sector. We have to have
yes, I am agreeing with number 199. But if I would have to differentiate between the developed countries and India, then we all can see that India is a developing country, and the employment which is provided to a country is about 60% people are employed and 40% are unemployed.
As
So,
some government has skill India mission, they make in India. Because of these skills, India become a superpower. Because only in 2014, India imports $5.9 billion of arms and ammunition from USA. But in present time, India makes his weapons and arms in his own country. And it develops its defense sector, and also
any sector grow.
But we should not forget the agriculture sector behind 60% population is dependent on agriculture. But if we talk about government like law, in the last Republic, China suffered a loss of 100 billion rupees in the last Republic because India promoted their local government. And agriculture is the backbone of India. Agriculture is the backbone of India. I know that because
if I have to mention the point is stating that agriculture is the backbone of our country. But if I think that if we focus on manufacturing sector, then we will be able to produce those machinery and those pesticides and insecticides which are being involved in the agriculture. And that is also going to enhance our
how can a manufacturing industry grow with any goods? So the agriculture is based on these goods.
I agree. More machinery which is scientific machines and modern machinery like harvesters, tractors, and new seeds.
And we all very much about that area is the first contributes approximately 40% to the agriculture sector and the production.
I want to add a point
They are low wages in our countries, and we provide service at a very low cost. That's why many companies from other countries are shifting to India.
Yes,
I completely agree with that. But how can manufacturing industry or any service sector work with any goods or raw material? But
I agree with just number 151 because that how can any service sector how can manufacture sector and any other sector have some work without agriculture sector? But I want to add a point. In 2014, India is the 10th largest economy, and more than 50% of our population is engaged in the agriculture sector. But as our economy start growing, our agriculture sector workers are start less.
Yes, I want to elaborate point of this number 27. If I have to mention the advantage of manufacturing sector to the other sector, then I think that we are going to gain very much from manufacturing sector by boosting our service sector, and it is also going to boost our agriculture sector by boosting our manufacturing sector.
By investing in agriculture sector, we can enhance manufacturing sector as well as our service sector also.
Any country grow.
Yes, but I think that if I may elaborate the manufacturing sector, then there will be much more vacancies will be available there, and much more vacancies will be there, then there will be more service sector employment there. So I think that if we are increasing the manufacturing sector or boosting that, so it is definitely going to help other sectors also.
I agree with just number 148 because if we work on manufacturing sector and the another infrastructure, then the service sector will increase more easily. And in the present time, India has many agreement with the another country like USA and Russia.
See, if we invest in agriculture sector, requires lots of investment, pesticides and insecticide, many other things, fertilizer also. It also enhances the manufacturing sector also, and also enhances service sector also.
Yes, I agree with just number 100. Exactly, India becoming a superpower. We cannot rely on single sector. So after linking all the SIS together, we can increase our productivity at a large amount. We will also India become
as example, Russia invested in Tamil Nadu Kalpakkam to a nuclear power project, and Bahrain have invested in Lucknow to arms and ammunition company that India is dependent on his own.
As agriculture needed lots of machinery and many other modernized things. If many person employed in agriculture, then machinery needed and it will boost the manufacturing sector also. In the same
Yes, I
way,
completely agree
in
with
the
the
same
number
way,
100.
But
in the
we have
same service,
not-
we have
75% are needed for the
I would like to complete the point of test number 100 that in agriculture the machines which are employed are imported from other countries. So if we are working on a manufacturing sector, then we will be able to manufacture those machineries also, and this will also decrease our dependence on other foreign countries to manufacture or to import that country. So I think this is also a way, in this way also a manufacturing sector is
As
going
we
to
also know that many countries from China which is going to shifting in India for manufacturing the machines like Apple and many other machines.
I agree with test number 103. Many more than 100 of the company of the China and Taiwan will work in India in the manufacturing sector. And in the largest mobile network in the world is India. And in India, more than 30% of the share of the mobile is run by the Xiaomi company, which makes Redmi and Realme phone.
And suppose what the companies needed, the raw material, and if we invest more in the agriculture sector, the raw material.
Yes, I completely agree with test number 100.
And if the raw material.
We have 159.7 million agricultural land. And the second largest country of agricultural land. So we have to more focus on the agricultural land.
So.
Chess number 267. You were very late in conveying your thoughts. Right? When you spoke that one line, although that was valuable, but then you lost the major section of the group discussion. So when you are in a group discussion, make sure that you are representing yourself in the first 2 to 3 minutes. It has to be a valid representation, right? So you failed to do that. When you are in a discussion, try to be more representative, right? Next question. 148. Just number 148. You had strong points, and you showed leadership skills also. He conducted a good group discussion. The facial expression, the way he is expressing his thoughts was a good thing. You should learn. It is a good example. Good. Chess number 117 and 154. Though you both tried, but again you are not valid with your content and you are not clear what you are trying to express, right? You cannot just go in the bush. It cannot be a part of the entire crowd. You have to show your validity there, right? You have to be out from that particular herd. What is different in you that the assessor should choose you? So that was lacking in you both. Chess number 280. You were lacking again. You did not represent yourself in the first half of the GD, and then the last point that you mentioned also was not too apt to be clear that time. Chess number 199. If you although had good points to deliver, right? Apart from that also, you should have some listening qualities also. At times you tend to overspeak. And आपकी जो voice है, वो है dominating, but you are not able to prove yourself with your content clarity. That requires that. So work on your content also with your fluency. Fluency is good, but work on your content. Chess number 103. You initiated the group discussion, but then you could not hold on to it. When you are initiating a group discussion, make sure that you are validating such points where you can hold on to your group discussion for at least 1 minute. You are able to express it for 1 minute. Otherwise, other one snatched it away. And it was a very easy snatch.
Ma'am, he snatched it.
But then you should have found a way to take it back. Either you could have found that way to take it back, right? Because ultimately then who is at loss? Chess number 100.
Yes.
Strong points, good discussion overall. Chess number 57. You have a strong voice, but at some points you were weak. Chess number 57. Right? You have strong voice, you have good content, but somewhere you go weak. You are not able to express. Like when we have fish market is something which is not entertained as a whole, right? When you are speaking, it is expected that you listen also. That is also important. Overall, it was good. Chess number 123. Again, you were a part of this herd only. Nothing different. You tried speaking, but then could not validate your points. You could not represent yourself very validly. So content was not heard only when you were not audible enough. Chess number 68. Valid discussion. Good GD. Chess number 115. You were silent. And you will not be assessed on your silence, right?